Hello everyone, PallyTime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, we're taking a look at Falsedead, one of my most played characters historically in the game, but most of that time was backed before Season 1 of Hero League because he was so strong when I was trying to push for rank 1. But Falsedead recently has been pretty mana hungry, and they addressed that by allowing him to get mana back every time he lands his Q ability when you have the Gathering Storm talent, which is by far, if nothing's changed anyway, I actually didn't check this, so maybe I'm wrong, but by far his most popular ability at level 1, just because it allows him to scale so much. Well, we also see some changes coming into Updraft. It increases barrel roll's range and shield amount by 40%. It says it no longer has a duration, which I think is terrible wording. What that means is when you do use your barrel roll, you are going to be generating a shield for yourself, and that shield will no longer fade. So 14-second cooldown at level 1, I'm assuming this is. You generate a 171-point shield. We're going to be getting more shields from that, 40% more, and then those will last for the duration. That could be good. We'll see. Let's test it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the friendly team: Falsedead, Tyrael, Maya, Vanova, and Zul Jin. The enemy team: Simro, Muradin, Hanzo, Illidan, and Phoenix. The biggest threat that the enemy team has is going to be that Hanzo, because I'm pretty sure he outranges me. I'm pretty sure. We're going to go for Gathering Storm. Every time a hammering hits a hero, increases damage by 1.5 and refund 10 mana. This is a 70 mana cost ability. So we are still going to be having to go after regen globes, having to make that work. On Falsedead, it is pretty important to fight in the middle. Usually I would say, you know, don't worry about it. But with the Gathering Storm talent, we want to get as many stacks as fast as we can. So versus Samuro, it's so good. Please, Samuro clones, all line up in a straight line. See, I didn't throw one out there because I was expecting more of them to group up. Why am I being hit with everything? Okay, we'll get a stack here. So, the Q ability, hammering. We throw it out, it returns to us a moment later. It has a pretty hefty cooldown, to be totally honest with you. But it's also a pretty good ability on its own right. Looks like that's going to be a kill on the Illidan of the enemy team. I want to continue fighting again because I just want stacks. But is fighting the right thing for me to do with 0 HP? No. No, it's not. But I'm gonna keep doing it anyway. Looks like Maiev is not going to be taken down. Muradin jumping out with just a little bit of HP left. I'm trying to stay so fucking far back. Alright, so we have 6 stacks. That's going to increase our damage by 9. This will continue to stack up throughout the rest of the game. That may not sound too impressive right now. The main reason for that is because it's not. Let me verse Sam for stacks. Flying down to the bottom lane with our mount. This allows us to be global. Falsedead is a global assassin. It is on a 55-second cooldown, but basically he can fly over a pretty generous portion of the map to get to his destinations. Focusing Hanzo here. That's always a good idea. Am I right? We are going to have to back up a little bit. I was hoping for a regen globe there. Tyrael is going to be taken down. I didn't know he was going to continue to fight that. Maybe he was totally body blocked. And we've been chunked down by the Hanzo. That's a problem. That hero might be a problem. We do see Illidan taking over one of our camps. I can't fly there just yet, but I'll start walking. I'll let the team know that I'm on my way. Nova was taken down at some point. Not too sure what killed her. We're at 11 stacks, which is a 16.5 damage bonus. Looks like we were not able to stop Illidan in time. So we are going to have to deal with these mercenaries mid lane. I'll head over and try to beat those up. Illidan's, man. I love good Illidan. A good Illidan always has map control, but a good team should be able to respond to that a little bit faster. You know what I'm saying? We did see some changes to our lightning ability at level 1, not to the one at level 4. So I think I'm going to try out Updraft. So presumably I just want to barrel roll now to get that shield. And we have the shield. I don't know what Dingo was doing. So we have the shield, right? And then We wait for someone to deal enough damage to our shields, then it goes away, and then we barrel roll again. I'm assuming that's how this is going to work. So I'm just going to go face tank everything here because I have no chill and no fear. Yeah, look at that. I got some minions. We'll go ahead and put the lightning rod on Muradin here. That is our E ability. It allows us to basically target them for damage that they then can't avoid unless they move out of range. We get kind of a Sergeant Hammer range indicator whenever we do that. And pretty good ability for just poking at enemy players. We're going to go ahead and use our barrel roll again. I'll grab a sippy cup and then head back to the team. We could fly for this, but I'm just going to walk. We are not doing that bad. Light screen freeze there, but I have control of my character still. We're just going to keep stacking up our Q as much as possible. We're at 16 stacks right now. Ideally, we'd be hitting Samuro and his 3 clones every time we see him, but that hasn't quite been working out for me. So I'm just going to keep taking the stacks where I can get them, slowing down Muradin as he's trying to escape now. Let's barrel roll again just for a new shield. Holy shit, that range is no joke. And it looks like we will win the objective. Now, I have to go over here and clean this up for the friendly team. I'll just let them know that I'm doing that. Wait for the wave to come in a little bit more as well. Now, the stacking damage from this ability will come into play a little bit more once we hit level 7. Once we are 7, we're going to be able to explode this Hammerang to deal AoE damage around it by activating the ability again. And I think that's where I want to go still. I don't think we want secret weapon or charged up or anything. So, Boomerang! Now, when we throw this out, we can reactivate it. And as you can see, it's pretty fucking good damage. If you stack up your Q enough, then all of a sudden you're like a miniature bomb going off in the enemy team quite often. Looks like we had a pretty successful push down in the bottom lane. I should be able to get this tower, and now we're going to be leaving. Using our barrel roll to get a shield just in case we are encountered. I suppose, you know, maybe just doing it right when it comes off cooldown is better rather than when I'm rotating, because we might actually need the escape when I'm rotating. But so far we haven't been punished too hard for it. Keep in mind that while we do have the fly ability to get around the map, that does have a channel time associated with it, and it can be manually canceled and put on a short cooldown. So while we do technically have the tools to get out of some of these confrontations, those tools can easily be messed up if you're not careful. I was going to go back just because we're pretty low on mana at this point. I kind of wanted to bait Illidan into attacking me one more time so I could hit him with the boomerang. There we go. And we'll just go ahead and leave. Might as well get my stack. Might as well lower my HP before we decide to leave. Nova in position, though. Is she going to be able to do anything? I'll let her know I have fly, so I hope she assumes I'm going to be coming back up to the top lane. Illidan typing out something. Look at that. Look at... Okay, he's on the move now. What's Nova's play? I'm here to help. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that didn't play out like I wanted. We recently saw Phoenix being added into the game, and Phoenix kind of has a better Hinterlands blast than we do. Kinda. So, we're gonna go for Mighty Gust, so just so we can reposition this enemy team a little bit more. Mighty Gust, I would definitely consider it to be the better of the two heroic abilities anyway. It gives you not only a team-wide peel, but it allows you to put the enemy team exactly where you want to put them and potentially stop them from escaping scenarios that they would be able to escape otherwise. Let's go ahead and focus this Illidan down. Maybe just... Oh my god, fuck you! Thank you, Tyrael. I love you, Tyrael. I was gonna say, let's just go ahead and use it now, and we'll just push Illidan into the tower, and then we can... I could show you how it can secure kills, but then he used meta right as I was... How did he know? All right, we do have fly up again. I am not gonna use it yet. What I am gonna do is use my barrel roll, because we're not in any danger right now, right? So we don't need this escape in the next 14 seconds. We'll just go ahead, use it for the shields. But use the barrel roll, head down to the bottom lane, and try to deal with this Samuro. Once we are able to deal with him, if we are able to deal with him, we can then use our fly to head up to the objective. Now, what I wasn't anticipating is the entire team coming with me as well. So we are going to need to rotate up soon. Is new Falsedead better than the old one? About the same. I don't see too much of a difference here. To be totally honest. All right, we are on the objective. I didn't use my fly, but I am going to try to come in here and get some stacks, boys. Put myself in a bad spot for that one. Didn't blow up my boomerang just because I was a little scared. We do have the boomerang again here in just 3 seconds, so let's try to use it. I'm going to try to focus this Illidan down. Metamorphosis coming out. We can hit him on the backswing, though. I think we're all right. Oh, that wasn't the real one. That's unfortunate. That was actually a really good Planet Cracker. I could gust them off of this. And I could have interrupted the Planet Cracker with Gust. Honestly, I didn't think it was going to be a problem. Oh, that's the real safer. I genuinely didn't think that that Planet Cracker was going to be a problem, but it actually was a pretty big disruption. All right, we'll look out for that a little bit more next time. That was on me. That's my fault. The enemy team is pushing in the middle lane. I'm chilling up top at the moment. We should barrel roll to get our shields, just in case we do get ganked. We see most of them middle right now, so I'm not too worried. That Immortal is being pushed down. I'm just trying to stay ahead on XP since we do have global range. Looks like they might need me to go down there. No, they're fine. Triple tap securing a kill on Illidan. And we're just going to keep pushing. We are going to go for Flow Rida now, which is going to cause our basic abilities to come off cooldown faster if our trait is active. Our trait is giving us additional movement speed. So while we have the additional movement speed, you'll notice our abilities are basically cut in half. Our ability cooldowns are basically cut in half. And this is the problem that Falsedead had before. You are able to throw out so much damage so quickly, especially once again if you get those stacks rolling. But the problem is you would just run out of mana. And while this is a step in the right direction, with the Gathering Storm, I don't think it's super helpful. Because again, this is a 70 mana cost. 70 mana cost. So let's say you hit someone on the way out and the way back, you get 20 mana back. If you hit 2 people on the way out and the way back, you get 40 mana back. I don't know if the pulsation of the hammer actually counts for anything, this right here. But the issue is, when I was just split pushing top just now, I ran out of mana almost immediately. And I was forced to leave before I could finish off the building. The double regen globes that we saw with one of the recent changes, where those are just, you know, you can contest regen globes from other players, that will help a lot. Don't get me wrong. That'll be a big boon for this build. It just, I don't know. I don't think it's enough. I rotated down because I thought there was going to be a little bit more of a fight. But I think I missed all of it. We could do something ballsy here if we really wanted to. Fly behind these guys. Oh, that's a dragon! They increased the damage of that too. We go clean up mid. Clean up mid, clean up top. What I should have been doing that whole time when I was watching that team fight. Okay. One more Q. Here we go. I'm still not going to use my fly. I don't think we need it. Just show up. God, they're still getting kills. Illidan decided to walk into that. Illidan was like, you know what a good idea would be? Waiting for half my team to die and then fighting those same people that killed half my team. Jeez. All right, we'll sip a cup. Probably push top down, I imagine. Level 16 has been achieved. We are going to go for Airy Gusts. So this means that our trait has less of a delay before it kicks in. So we're going to be getting that movement speed faster, and we're going to be getting that cooldown reduction faster as well. The enemy team is alive and well, and the objective is up here, so I'm actually in a really bad spot. For some reason, I thought the objective was going to be bottom. I'll try to just clear this lane. Get a stack. We're at 29, which is a 43 damage increase every time we hit someone with a hammer. And as you can see, I mean, it's not that hard to hit people with the hammer. We are getting that cooldown reduction because we're not being attacked, so that means we're in a great position to just poke these guys down. By the time the hammer returns to us, it's already on a 5-second cooldown, and we can throw out another one soon. So we'll just try to keep that up, try to keep that going, and keep pushing at these guys. Back up, explode on Illidan. Let's just casually move out of that horrible heroic ability. Awesome in Overwatch. Doesn't really work in a MOBA though, boys. We don't have a sippy cup yet, and I am starting to run low on mana, so my option is kind of go back to the base and fly back. I mean, we might deal with this if we're that worried about it. I think if we just start this objective right now, I'll be okay. We just need to take breaks to go get region globes whenever I can. We do see Hanzo getting deleted. Illidan diving in on me soon after. We'll just push him away from me. I don't want to deal with that. We are pretty fucking low on mana right now, but that is a spinning Samuro, and you know what a spinning Samuro can't do? Can't get out. Oh, Planet Cracker, fuck. Pretty solid Planet Cracker, to be honest. That is going to be a dead Illidan, hopefully, but also a dead Dingo as well. They're getting a lot of value bottom. All right, let's sippy cup and try to finish this. Try to beat this up before bottom takes like keep damage. Okay, Q this way. Now the problem with me tanking all this stuff is any form of damage will be deactivating my trait, right? So if we are the main the main, I don't know what word I was going to use. I was going to say adversary. I guess we could. The main adversary to these monsters, then our damage is cut down quite a bit. I mean, he can't interrupt me, so do I just fly? I guess. Maybe that was overreacting a little bit. We only need 4 more. Is that the real one? Oh, I don't have any fucking mana. God, we need 1 more! Okay, we got it. Here, I have a fun idea. Let's die, apparently. What I was gonna do is push everyone into this top corner, thinking that the Punisher might decide to jump on them. But I didn't see, who is it? Hanzo. I didn't see Hanzo right next to me. That Tyrael Judgment onto the Muradin is going to force him to pop Avatar, but I don't think anything else is going to come from it. Illidan behind him with no HP, using Metamorphosis to jump over the wall to escape. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, this problem doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. The Punisher is going to get this wall down and pick up a kill on Illidan. Yo, Tyrael's just in there. He's like, yo, what's up? Where's little Jed? He died again? Oh. Okay, I thought this Punisher was going to get the wall down. I'm actually a little confused as to what he's attacking. 38 stacks on our Q, bringing our damage up to 57. This could be a lot higher if I was prioritizing just fighting, but I was trying to stay ahead on Soak, which we're doing pretty well. Being the #1 XP contributor on our team. That's kind of the thing you need to figure out how to balance on Falsedead if you're doing this build, though. Do I want to be an XP machine? Or do I want to focus on my own damage so we can win team fights potentially in that way, too? Because there's more than one way to win a team fight. You know, you don't always have to be ahead on levels. We're missing some health here, so I'm going to go ahead and use that barrel, get this region globe from that camp. And I do think that I'm... Oh, man. Epic Mount. I thought that used to have a 15-second cooldown. It's a 30-second cooldown now. Maybe we'll use it just because Samuro's kind of been all over the place. Yeah, we'll try it. So Epic Mount allows us to be everywhere. More so than what we've been doing so far. Because it has such a short cooldown, which means we can go, hey, there's a Samuro here. Let's fly down here and see if we can deal some damage to him. I mean, he's a little too far away at the moment, but you get what I'm saying. Then in 20 seconds, I can fly somewhere else and do the exact same thing. Try to finish off this camp. I'm more worried about that than I am the Samuro clones. Looks like we might have a team fight on our hands pretty soon. Was barrel roll for the shield. Oh, also with Airy Gus, I mean, we can get that up more often, right? I'm gonna fly top. Go this way. Oh, please! Okay. That totally played out differently in my head. But hey, I guess it worked out. That Planet Cracker's so loud. I never even realized you could hear that globally until right then. I had no idea. Through the wave. Not bad. Ideally, we want the boomerang to blow up on the archer minions. Coming in here. Get our shield. Finish him off. Get a stack off of Muradin. Get 2 stacks off of Muradin. Not bad. All right, who else is alive? Illidan has to be here somewhere, right? Yep, there he is. We'll go ahead and barrel roll to get the shield. He doesn't have meta. Oh my god, does he even fucking need it though? Oh my god. I was surrounded by my team and he was still able to kill me. That's crazy. That's the problem I've always had with Falsedead, with this rework that allowed him to get all this cooldown reduction. It's so dependent on you never being attacked. And we live in a world where Judgment Material is a very common thing, where Genji jumping in on top of you is a very common thing, where Hanzo attacking you from across the screen is rampant, right? So being able to actually keep your trait up consistently is so difficult to do. And in situations where you need that cooldown reduction more than anything is usually a situation where one of these dive heroes is already on top of you. Great judgment by Tyrael is going to interrupt that teleport. He did have the cheat death, but that cheat death doesn't do too much for you when you walk into 3 people by yourself. Who would have guessed? We do see Dingo cleaning up the bottom lane. I am going to have my flight ready to go. Epic Mount going to the middle lane. We are a little out of range right now. But here you go, boys. That's the view. Missed Hanzo there just a little bit, but we're not taking any damage. We are going to barrel roll for the shield. Good judge. God, he has so much armor. Okay, trying to position smart. Difficult to do when you're me. We could potentially push him away. Looks like I didn't have to. Nice, nice, nice. We should get him too. I was trying to push him away from the wall. Yes! Oh, I knocked over a kid.
Kill confirmed.
So the idea there was triple tap was being blocked by the wall. So if I mighty gust him away from it, he'll be hit by the triple tap. But I waited a little too long, and then I had to dive the tower, and it was really scary. But it worked out. It worked out. We're just gonna clean up the bottom lane. Friendly team doesn't need me right now, and we can be back over there in just a few seconds. Anyway. So make sure we don't have any core pressure while we are getting core pressure versus the enemy team. Yeah, that's the explosion. Beautiful. And now, he's flying and win the game. So not the best Falsedead I've ever played, but hopefully it gives you a little bit of idea of how these changes affect him in the game. It doesn't seem that different. I think the fact that there's double regen globes potentially on the ground that you can pick up do more for his mana than the talent that is supposed to help his mana problem. So I hope they continue to tweak that a little bit. I hope they do. But good character. Always been a good character. Always really enjoyed him. Didn't play him super good today, but you know, I don't play anything super good anymore. So I've learned. Level 35. The talents we used in today's video were Gathering Storm, Updraft, Boomerang, Mighty Gust, Flow Rider, Airy Gust, and the Epic Mount. There are a few other builds you can do for Falsedead that I think are just fine. I think his auto attack build is great. As long as you don't go for Secret Weapon, you would still pick up Boomerang with the auto attack build. And I do think there is a time and a place for his Lightning Rod build to be a thing, specifically versus high health heroes if they have a heavy warrior composition. So, but at the same time, you just use Gathering Storm versus that same composition and probably get similar success. But that's going to be it for me today, everybody. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all